We're talking to Max Hosking, just back from Canadian Tour qualifying successfully out in California. And Max, first of all, congratulations on getting through. And second of all, what was the experience like out there?
It was tough. It's a long golf course, a lot of wind, very firm. So it was kind of just a grind. It was one of those weeks where you can't get too upset if you make bogeys. You hit some bad shots, you got to bounce back quickly. You got to hit a short memory. It was the kind of course where you really wanted to be below the hole, kind of keep it the fat part of the green, and really play for playing for par. I mean, just giving yourselves plenty of chances from 20 and 30 feet.
So what was the game plan, and how did you have to try to play the course and not really play yourself out of any round?
Well, I like I said, I knew it was going to be a long week. I mean, it was a grind. I mean, you make bogeys, you make doubles, it's okay. You're able to, keep yourself in it with the wedges and putter, which I play at Blackhawk here in Madison, and I've always thought that that's really improved my short game, and I knew that I was able to strike it not up to my standards and be able to hit good wedge shots, give myself a lot of chances for pars, and even when I play a bad hole, try and keep it to a bogey and get out of there and really just give yourself a lot of looks.
Now, the process of getting status on the Canadian Tour, what does last week do for you? Conditional status, explain what that is.
So it sounds like because of where I finished at T20, I'll get the call a lot of weeks before the first few events. The guy who runs the events was telling me after the round that because I was so close to finishing in the top 16, that there's a strong chance I'll be able to get into the first 4 events before the main reshuffle. Mm-hmm. So it sounds like I'll hopefully get a few opportunities to play here in the end of May and early in June and kind of establish some sort of hopefully better status in those first few weeks. But I do believe that I'll be able to get into a few of the first events, which is all I'm really asking for at this point. I'm just looking forward to the opportunity, really.
Is this going to be your first real tour? I mean, that you can call, and what does that mean in terms of the progress where you're at in your career?
Well, it's nice to not have to work, really. I've ever since I turned pro back in 2013, I play a few events here and there, kind of travel the Midwest, but really I do it around my job. And I've worked here at Nevada Bob's, and then I caddy out in the desert in Indian Wells, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity for my work to be on the golf course. I've always played golf around my job, and I think it's a good thing. I've learned to work a lot and work hard, but I'm ready to commit some serious time to my game and try and really move forward. And I think that this opportunity is going to be a good way for me to really strengthen up the parts of my game that I know I can improve.
And the Canadian Tour has been kind to a lot of Wisconsin golfers, going back to Steve Stricker.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he was up there, I think, for a couple seasons before he really turned into Steve Stricker, before he turned into who he is. I mean, the guy's had a great career, and it's a good stepping stone for a lot of guys. I mean, you see Tony Finau started there in 2013. He just won on the PGA Tour. But there's a lot of guys that are finding success. This Bobby Wyatt last week lost by 1, and he qualified for the Canadian Tour a month ago. So I mean, you got guys like that there's a lot of potential out there, and the line is so fine between some of these good Canadian Tour pros to these guys on the PGA Tour.
No matter where you play, though, you got to shoot the low numbers. And do you feel your game now is kind of rounded into form to allow you to do that?
I do. I think that I've been working on the aspects of my game that I needed improvement. Really, the wedges and putter weren't as sharp as I knew they could be. There's a couple other things that I'm trying to improve on here in the next few weeks that I'd like to tighten up. But I do believe my game is close to being ready to the point where I can confidently go out and shoot under par on almost any golf course I'm going to play.
So what's the next step? Where do you go next, and when does this all get going?
Well, the first event is April 26th through the 29th in Vancouver.
Okay.
The Monday qualifier would then be the 23rd.
Sure.
So I think I'll be heading up there on the 22nd or 23rd of this month, depending on if I get the call from them, if I'm in the field, or if I'm going to have to qualify.
Well, Max, good luck, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.